For hundreds of years, the fishery has been the backbone of our rural communities and a major contributor to our provincial economy. Yet, it appears our provincial government still doesn't get it. How else to explain its decision to approve a deal that allowed Royal Greenland, a crown corporation owned by the government of Greenland, to become the single largest seafood processor in Newfoundland and Labrador? What this means is that major control of our fishery has been given to a foreign government. This bad decision threatens our fishery and the rural communities it supports. Government must agree to implement policies that would help reduce the damage. Royal Greenland is owned by the government of Greenland. It has plants in 11 countries: Germany, Poland, Canada, Norway, Sweden, the UK, Japan, Italy, Russia, China, the US, and Greenland. The Greenland fishery competes directly with our fishery. It fishes many of the same species and sells them to many of the same buyers, creating a vast conflict of interest. Just think about that. When the interests of harvesters and plant workers in Greenland compete with the interests of harvesters and plant workers here, who do you think will get the short end of the stick? Royal Greenland will purchase seafood wherever it wants, benefiting Greenland, not our province. For example, in 2020, Royal Greenland showed no interest in buying Newfoundland and Labrador shrimp. It thumbed its nose at our mandatory minimum price. Then, it locked out our harvesters for most of the shrimp season to take care of its own harvesters back in Greenland. Royal Greenland also believes processing companies shouldn't compete with each other, but with suppliers of other protein, like beef and chicken. What does that likely mean for our inshore harvesters? Lower prices. The Fish Processing Licensing Board recommended that the Minister of Fisheries approve the transfer of 4 fish processing licenses owned by Quinlan Brothers to Royal Greenland. They did so despite fierce objections by the FFAW on behalf of fish harvesters and plant workers. Now, Royal Greenland owns 11 plants here. For all intents and purposes, Greenland is now the largest processor in our province. Combined with OCI and Berry Group, they control a strong majority of all our seafood processing and lucrative shellfish processing. This leaves our fish harvesters and plant workers at their mercy. Our next installment explores controlling agreements. These continue to be a major threat to our inshore harvesters, despite new federal regulations that make them illegal.